So the Lakers are decent. They're pretty good. Are they contenders? Hell no. Not yet, anyway. Not at this point in time. Could they be contenders by the end of the year? Sure. The Lakers, I think, are going to be a pretty good team. I think they probably make the playoffs. And you just never know. And the way the West is, this is one of those things where there's not that much of a gap between 1 and 8. Like, the 8 seed could go and make the finals in the West, and it wouldn't be that surprising. But this is a player, Jonas Valanciunas, that has been heavily rumored to be going to the Los Angeles Lakers. And basically, a lot of Los Angeles Lakers fans are talking about him like he is he's going to fix all of the problems for the Lakers. And I'm not as high on like that thinking. I think he's going to be pretty good, but I think he could be all right. But here is an article from Fadeaway World. Shout out to Fadeaway World, by the way. Shout out to Aditya Krishnamurthy. I definitely mispronounced that. Shout out to him for the article. It says here, several Lakers trade targets will be eligible for trades after December 15th, allowing them to pull off a deal. And I will be saying with this is that there are some targets that would be maybe better options for the Lakers than Valanciunas. So they've started off 11-7 and the 5th seed in the Western Conference, but it's clear from watching them play the roster needs improvement. They need not wait long. There's several trade targets such as Jonas Valanciunas, Nick Vucevic, Nick Claxton, and Robert Williams III are eligible for trade after December the 15th. So Valanciunas has been long linked with the Lakers, especially since he signed a team-friendly 3-year, $30.3 million deal with Wiz. I don't know what he was thinking with that. Like, he could have signed that almost anywhere. I don't know what he was thinking with that deal. Like, he's worth more than that. He's currently averaging 11.8, 7.6 rebounds, and not great stocks. Lakers have made Valanciunas their top trade target for the season and we looked at what a potential trade could look like. What would a potential trade look like here for this? So they get Malcolm Brogdon and Jonas Valanciunas for D'Lo. Okay. Gabe Vincent and 3 second rounds. I don't know. I don't know if you'd have to go up first in this. Oh, I forgot the Lakers still have Christian Wood. Yeah, maybe. Like, I think D'Lo, he can get something. Like, D'Lo can still give you something good. Gabe Vincent's not on a great contract, though. I don't know. I don't know if they'd make the Wizards to make that trade for Jonas. They might. For Vucevic, he could be a strong option. The Bulls looking to trade him while he's still putting up 20, 10, 3, and 0.9 blocks. With him making just 20 million a season, could be an attractive option to the Lakers. This is what their starting lineup could look like with Vucevic. There is no way in hell that the Chicago Bulls, it's going to be tough for them to trade for Vucevic. Because the Bulls, as much as they're trying to get off them, they're trying to get assets. Like, you'd have to go up at first. 2029 first. To get Levine and Vucevic. D'Lo Hachimura, Vando, who doesn't play. Vando doesn't play basketball. Max Christie. Like, why are all these Lakers players that barely play being overrated? And a 2029 first. For D'Lo, Rui Hachimura, why wouldn't add an extra first for the Bulls to make this trade? If the Bulls, like, they are not making this trade. If you put a second first in, they'll make the trade. Give them 2 firsts. 2 firsts, Rui and D'Lo. Because Max Christie is not going to do anything for Chicago. And Vando does not play basketball anymore. So, no, there is no way in hell that the Bulls accept that trade. But if the Lakers could get Vucevic, him beside AD could work really well. Or it could be like a Marc Gasol situation where they freaking hated him at the time. Nick Claxton was once considered the future of the Nets, but their impending rebuild might be a decent choice for Lakers. He's averaging 8.5 points per game. It's going to be Lakers could consider bringing him in without having to sacrifice several players in trade. What? Nick Claxton is probably the highest trade value of anyone here. Like, Nick Claxton signed a moderately team-friendly deal considering how effective he can be as a defensive player. I don't know how exactly. Like, he'll play the center beside AD. It will sure up their defense. Like, you would have to give up some decent enough assets to get Nick Claxton. Lastly, Robert Williams, another player the Lakers are looking at. Williams has shown he can be a solid piece on a championship level team during his stint with the Celtics. On the Blazers, he averages 9 points, 6 boards, 1.4 assists, 1.1 steals, and 1.9 blocks at just $12.4 million. Economically sound option that helps the Lakers avoid cap issues. But he would cost a bit. Like, none of these come... Like, the cheapest is probably Valanciunas. And I think you could probably get... Like, you could probably make this trade that they have for Valanciunas. You definitely... There's no way they make this one. But because the Wizards are tanking, you could probably give up D'Lo a couple of seconds and make that trade. And that trade makes your team better. But I will say, like, they're not better... Like, enough better to be contenders. I do think Jonas Valanciunas helps them a lot. I don't think they have enough assets to get Vucevic without kind of overpaying for Vucevic. Like, we know the Bulls are going to make you overpay. The Nets, Joe Tsai is like the Daniel Levy of basketball. You are overpaying to get someone from the Nets. Like, for Nick Claxton, they're going to want one of your firsts, and they might want a freaking second first. Like, knowing how the Nets negotiate, they might want 2 firsts for Nick Claxton. Rob Williams, the Blazers are in no quick need to trade him. And if I was the Blazers, I would try get off. What's his name first. Get off DeAndre Ayton. Because I don't think he's on expiring, so they can wait for a while to trade him. But yeah, that is that's basically it. Like, I don't know. I do think Jonas Valanciunas is the most likely option because of his contract, because of who he plays for, because of his age, the fact that he's not really that long-term asset. I like Jonas Valanciunas as a center, but like, if Jonas Valanciunas really wanted to be a Laker, why did they not sign a free agency? Like, the Lakers could have afforded to sign Jonas Valanciunas in free agency. They didn't. And why did he not go to the Lakers? If he wants to be a Laker, why did he choose to go to the Wizards? Like, there are questions that you have to ask. Like, you really, really, really have to ask is, why is he not already a Laker? Was it the Lakers not wanting him? Or was it him not wanting to be a Laker? And once we find out the answers to that question, then we can start to look into whether or not he's going to be a good fit for the Lakers. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're not going to upload. We might upload 10 videos today, but we are coming up on 10 video December. On 10 December, I'll be trying to upload 300 videos in December. Well, 300 and I know what, 35, 30 or 250 by Christmas, and then I might take a little bit handy after Christmas to make the most of the fact that you guys are enjoying the videos, and obviously ad revenue is up. So the better I do in December, it means that I can keep doing this through next. If I do really well in December, it means I can keep doing this a full-time job for quite a while. Either way, see you guys.